Hi, we just finished meeting for pronunciation practice on August 6th, and we started with the difference between hail, which is ice from the sky, and hell. So, hail, hey, like you're going to say, hey, your tongue starts low and your jaw more open. Hey, and rises until you get to the E position and then slides down and up for an L. Hail. So it's almost two syllables. This is the same as similar words fail, sail, whale. It's the ale combination. I didn't meet last week and now I'm completely forgetting what to say. I'm sorry. And then hell. Now your tongue stays rather flat, he, and then curls up for the L. Hell. Hail, hell. And dent is the mark that the hail can leave when it hits something. There are hail dents all over the house. Dents all over will connect. And the vowel in dent is e, and I'm being very careful to pronounce that correctly because of my own accent. Dent, dense. Unpremeditated, unpremeditated, unpremeditated. Unprecedented. You can say this T, but because the T comes right after the N, your tongue's going to the N position. Unprecedented. You don't have to release the airflow for a TED. But if you do, it's not wrong. It's just different. Unprecedented. In these unprecedented times, how many times did we hear that in 2020? Primarily, primarily. Arboretum, arboretum. And this, both 10 and 11 and 12, can be pronounced with a D or a duh because the DI is not stressed. But you will also hear people say die. So I put the die here in parentheses, and I see I need to put another one because we added diversify the verb. So D or di, diversification, or die, diversification. And this one, diversity, or with a die, diversity. And this one, diversify, or with an I, diversify. And then we had Marilyn. And for me, these words, marry somebody's name, Merry Christmas, and marry me, all sound the same. In some parts of the United States, they don't. They have different, slightly different vowels. But in the name of the state, Maryland, it's pretty much Maryland for everyone. Maryland. And if you release the D, that's fine because it's there. And we looked this up on Youglish and heard examples of people being maybe more careful and saying Maryland. But it's at the end of the word, or if it's at the end of the sentence, you don't need to release the D. Maryland. And then, yeah, it will sound like the name Marilyn Monroe. But it looks like Maryland and it does not sound like it. Maryland. So, speaking of other state names that may look different than they sound, you'll never hear this C that sounds like a K, like connect. Connect is kind of weird because you put your tongue up to hold it in the K position to stop the air, but you don't hear a K. So you also don't hear anything here. Connecticut, not connect. Connecticut, Connecticut. And then these two states, this one is Kansas, and this one, Arkansas. So even though you see the same letters in the same order, they don't sound the same at all. Kansas and Arkansas. This CH here sounds like a K. Orchid, orchid, the flower. But this CH sounds like a ch. Orchard, like an apple orchard. Stylized. You can have two syllables, stylized, or three syllables, stylized. Either way. Paraplegia. This gia here can be gia, or just ja. So you can say paraplegia or paraplegia. And the same here with quadriplegia or quadriplegia. Studied. The second syllable will be ed, studied. And this one, studded. It'll be an id or an ud, studded. So I studied all day. This D will connect to the A. I studied all. But I study all day. You won't hear in a D, it's not past tense. But if you think, oh, I don't hear the D, I studied with my friend. I studied with my friend. You won't hear the D because you'll only hear that when there's a vowel after it and it can connect. So it might sound like continuous, but you'll have to know from context. Studied and studded. A star-studded event. This D will connect. Tragedy, tragedy, and strategy, strategy. Lots of and E. Exhilarated. You won't hear the K. The K, your tongue will go to the K position and then block the airflow. Exhilarated. I felt exhilarated. Magnanimous, magnanimous. She was too magnanimous to resent all the things others had said to her. Statistics, statistics. But the shorter way to say that is stats. So do you have a statistics class or a stats class? Stats class is more fun to say. All right, I'll do it again without chit chat. Hail, hell, dent, unpremeditated, unprecedented, primarily, arboretum, diversification, diversity, diversify, Maryland, Connecticut, Kansas, Arkansas, orchid, orchard, stylized or stylized, paraplegia, quadriplegia, studied, studded, tragedy, strategy, exhilarated, magnanimous, fraudulent, statistics, stats. That's it. It's good to see everyone. Sorry about missing last week, and so good to be back this week. And that's it. Thanks. Have a good day.